Oh, what's up, YouTube land? We're back. It's me, Rygar, in Rygar, by Rygar. Oh, yeah, we're not in really good standings right now, are we? We just got off that fighting that Aqua boss that sounded like an eagle for some reason. Aqualung, my friend. Also, you ready for some story? Here's some story.
Caesarian.
You don't even understand how story this story's about to be.
And then it invaded my land, Egypt. Argus took my life and everything that I held precious. Previously, my name was Cleopatra.
Literally.
Egypt was covered in glory. And it was the first battle of my son, Caesarian. Before I died, I ate the flesh of a titan. I became an evil one and ruined Argus. Because my son was already dead, I have never regretted abandoning.
So Cleopatra, first of all, is really white.
The Titan's world to this
well, I don't know if we can let that one pass. But then she ate the flesh of a titan and became a god or a titan or whatever. That's this world.
So I don't want to really get into it because it's such a landfill or landmine field. But did you see that like the country of Egypt, I think, was either like contemplating suing or like we're already in the process of suing the Netflix adaptation of Cleopatra, like the fake documentary.
Yeah, and I really can't blame them.
Yeah, it was like incredibly disrespectful.
Yeah.
But for like the complete opposite reason that we just talked about. Anyway, I want to get off it, but I just thought it was super interesting.
I mean, you know, so the movie Napoleon just came out, right? Starring Joaquin Phoenix and Ridley Scott. Did not really consult a lot of bro. Fine, I'm just leaving. Nope.
Yeah, these guys suck. They get out of the way and they go invisible. Talk about the most annoying ever.
So Ridley Scott did not do a lot of homework with that, and also didn't really like check with a bunch of historians about it, which is kind of a weird flex, but whatever. And people are like pretty upset about it. They're like, hey, this didn't happen exactly like this. But they didn't make Napoleon like completely 100% different. They're not like, he was a superhero, he could fly, or whatever, you know? So this is kind of cool. You are like, how do I get in there? You literally have to destroy all of this, I think including this. And then this whole thing comes tumbling down.
That's pretty cool.
Took me a little bit to figure out MGL. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Music stopped.
Bro, it's so important. Yeah, I just don't know. I like everything else in this game involves like killing enemies or doing whatever, breaking barriers, and this one's like, no, move this thing 145.6 degrees. Yeah, let's go.
That's speedrun tech.
You like that? We got this.
That's what could become #1 speedrun of this game.
I don't think I have it in me to speedrun anything longer than like...
I legitimately wonder if anyone has ever speedrun this game.
Are you kidding me? People speedrun like Barbie for Super Nintendo.
But Rygar is like, it's like exists in a different player reality.
I bet people speedrun White Day, that random labyrinth called school game for PS4. Are you kidding me? Because everyone wants to be like, I hold the world record, you know what I mean?
What? You can beat this game in 23 minutes?
Holy crap.
Must be glitched to blood and deck.
Yeah, the long play is like 3.5 hours long.
Wait. I think I'm looking at the wrong one.
Maybe NES. Because that sounds a lot better. Yeah, 23 would be like absurdly glitched.
Okay, 1 hour pretty much flat.
I think I get an ability here.
So people have like speedrun this game, but there's only 3 times on the entire leaderboard, and
Wow.
2 of the times are 7 years ago. And some of the categories, like, the most entries is any percent easy. Are you playing on easy or normal?
I'm pretty sure I'm playing on normal.
And then any percent normal only has 1 time by Shining Dragoon. It's an hour and 14 minutes. Okay, that seems a lot more reasonable. It would be pretty interesting if there's some sort of like game-breaking glitch that you can just like skip to like the end of the game.
So so this is a huge puzzle, kind of like a Prince of Persia kind of thing, but like less complicated a little. So I'm gonna say what I said right now. You ready? Here we go. This is because there's a lot of like not necessarily dead air here, but like a lot of like back and forth puzzle stuff. Essentially, our goal is to get to the top of the left one, but to get to the top of the left one, you have to go to the left, then the right, then the left, then the right. You'll see. So I'm going to say what I said. All right, here we go. You ready? I understand that speedrunning, the whole goal is to beat the game fast as you can. Get it? But I really hate that almost every single category ends up being like the absolute easiest, shortest one that people like main. Like Silent Hill 1, for instance. Do you remember I did a speedrun on that? And it's like, I did normal, so my run wouldn't have even counted in like the major thing, but like it's always like easy, like whatever the easiest thing is.
Like
and I'm like, there's skill for sure.
Yeah.
But it's not enough skill for me.
For me, the most boring one is like Resident Evil 4 normal any New Game Plus, which is like probably the most popular category. But like New Game Plus, you just use like the Infinite Rocket Launcher and the Chicago Typewriter. And it's like this is anti-fun to watch.
That's the most popular category.
I think so. But like when I want to watch like an RE4 speedrun, I want to watch like professional New Game.
Yeah, you want to. You want to see someone like not necessarily struggle, but not use like the Chicago sweeper the whole time, or Chicago Typewriter, whatever they call it. So yeah, that's like, I don't know. I understand that is if you're going bare bones. What is the fastest possible time in anything? Okay, it's going to be the easy mode, but like, if you're good at the game, at least play like normal.
Yeah. And I think the big thing for me is that any New Game Plus speedrun is always incredibly boring. Because they just have like the best thing immediately and it trivializes the entire game.
It's kind of like
But like New Game Easy can like, it can be interesting, but usually it's less good.
Okay, it would be really nice if I could get a nectar.
Also, we're talking about speedrunning like neither of us watch any speedruns ever, and I
do not anymore, but maybe there's a reason I stopped. Hey! Thanks. Alright, so the RNG on this is being pretty annoying. And, like, I'm pretty low on health, so I should be getting a nectar. But they are just... I think this game kind of works like Resident Evil 4, in so much that if you're low on something, you're more likely to get.
Makes sense, although you've been at low health the entire time.
And I haven't gotten it, yeah, so pretty bad luck. But yeah, I don't know. I want to see somebody play the game. Like, if I'm gonna watch someone play a game, I either want it to be really good commentary, which is what we try to provide. We try to provide both good commentary and like adequate adequate gameplay. Nothing crazy. Although sometimes Trev and I will do like a speedrun or whatever. Alright, so this one
we hardly ever do blind playthroughs because they naturally take way longer.
Yeah.
And at max we like LP for like at max 4 hours a week.
Yeah. And
usually like more like 3.
Yeah. Man, I would just really feel... Oh, there we go. Okay, I feel much better now. Alright. So yeah, I want to see someone be good at the game. Like, if someone's like... I don't know, it's kind of pathetic if someone's like, I have 1,000 hours in this game, and you're like, oh, cool, you must be, like, pretty good at it. Show me professional S+. And it's like, oh, well, no, I don't do that. I do, you know... I do New Game Plus easy. It's like, oh... Okay. Like, what if we were like, hey, we've been playing, not that we're the best at the game or anything, but what if we were like, we've been playing Guitar Hero for, how long has it been, 15 years, off and on. Oh, okay, show me Dragon Force Expert. Oh, no. I just play hit me with your best shot.
On easy.
On easy. What?
That's why, like, I recently just finished the Harmony Dissonance playthrough, and I did a hard mode playthrough. And I just find that those playthroughs, not only are they more fun to practice, although it's more of a time commitment for sure, but I just think it's, like, more interesting to watch.
So,
100%.
this part threw me off at first, so I'm in the left-hand part, and the left-hand part just moved. And I just kept going back and forth and back and forth. Long story short, it's right here. You have to go through this door, but man, you have to be like right on the edge for it to turn.
Not obvious.
And if you look at the map right where it is, it doesn't have like, it shouldn't have a little white symbol because you're not leaving, but man, it's tough to tell that you're supposed to go in here. So that took me probably, I don't know, 15 minutes of just walking back and forth and being like, I did something.
Yeah, it's a Castlevania level now.
Pretty much. And the more you play this game, the more you're like, man, I forget who made the original God of War, if it was still Santa Monica Studios, but they played Rygar and was like, hey,
yeah,
wait a minute.
I'm noticing a lot of, like, God of War's, like, legacy is owed a lot to this game.
Oh, yeah. Ridiculously so. Just to be safe, I'll save in the second slot. Not like I'll play this game again once I beat it, but hey. Alright, so this is kind of neat little puzzle. I mean, it's nothing crazy. You can't jump over that because it's too high. So you have to get to this, hold up, and wait till it moves. And you'll have to do that a couple more times coming up, too.
Dang. Just kidding.
Wow! There's one coming up right here. Kind of forget, yeah. It comes as far as the end of this. It's timed, but it's not ridiculously crazy. In fact, it's really easy in terms of timing. The platforming in this game is pretty good, all things considered.
And this game really needed some variety, because the first hour was just combat.
Yes. Ah, I'm done. Okay.
Did you hear about the block button?
I did. He usually only has like a couple hits, so I don't know what's going on. There we go. Usually I can just go up to it and just really quickly, like, tank it.
Dog!
I know.
You got 100 build-up points for Sophia.
That's really good. Because you get 10 almost every stinking thing that you do. Oh, we still have some sound effects playing. Sounds like it's like the sand falling or something.
I guess so.
This one also messed me up, but I was kind of dumb on this one. I was like, oh, I gotta go back to the right-hand side. No, you literally just have to walk here, which is a door, and then you fly across. Whee!
Spencer 200 IQ'd it, but the puzzle's made for 50 IQ.
Yeah, it's literally like your standard IQ, but I was like, oh, I gotta go back and find a way to go up. And it's like, no, dude, just stop it. Alright, so let us... I really want to... Ooh. I still can't tell if this stuff is RNG or not. Like, the enemies are definitely RNG for what they drop, but I cannot tell if, the breakable stuff is RNG. I just do not know. So I'm gonna break everything I can. Oh my god, I stuck. That's pretty funny. Luckily, it does not take much at all. Oh, that's right. Okay.
BTFO!
No! I have to make it over again. That
one is actually BTFO in here.
Yep. The first one was like, whatever, dude. Oh! Now we can't slide! Or block or do anything fun. Luckily we can jump.
Oh! I am Rygar.
Oh, wait till we find out more about that. What's all this then?
Does it become like full anime plot? Is he like the reincarnation of the original hero or something?
I don't know yet, but one of the cutscenes we're gonna see, probably this part, is hilarious. I mean, it's like 10 out of 10 Vampire Knight PS2 levels. Like, okay. Cleopatra I don't know what her... I forget what her name is, like, now. But Cleopatra kind of, like, hinted at it earlier. Which, to be fair, this game is only, like, literally 4 hours long. Like, on a fairly casual playthrough. It probably has, what, 15 minutes of cutscenes. There's, like, not too much. You can't go, like, MGS levels and being like, hey, this crazy thing.
Talking about MGS, I hope your labs are ready for some Ultra Kino coming up.
Twin Snakes?
Yep.
Let's go.
Twin Snakes is like... I don't think you've ever seen anything with it, but it is the
Not
most
really.
baffling thing in the world.
Good. Well, we gotta stick with You know, I'm gonna save this just in case. Oh yeah, this might be my last chance to save before things.
Silicon Knights Kino, but I'm never doing 2 human. Never ever.
It just seems boring. It doesn't even seem like
it's not like
bad.
funny bad, it's boring bad,
Yeah.
which is the worst.
So the whole gimmick of this part is, as you can tell, go back and forth, and don't get hit by those blades. I believe the blades are too thick for you to jump over. Ooh, that was close.
Thick with 2 C's.
Did you ever see... This is so stupid, but there's just a meme or a gif of the... If I say Fraiser, you have a rough idea what I'm talking about, right? Like Fraiser's dad, the guy with the gray hair.
Yeah.
And there's just one of him just for, like, it's never shown in context, him just sitting on his chair and then looking to the side and going, thick? And, oh shit! A shoot! I did not swear. No, I gotta start, I hate you.
All over again.
It's not that bad, but still. Anyway, first of all, Fraiser is hilarious. The family literally does not let me watch it when, they're around, because they're like, Ash is like, this show depresses me. And I'm like, what? It is literally the exact opposite. It gives me life, because it's so funny.
I have to watch my dramas.
I'm so smart, is the problem. I'm like literally 800 IQ. So when he says, a French Perignon, I'm like, oh, I understand that reference. No, I'm kidding. But, anyway. The whole plot of this episode is Fraiser just trying to get, like, peace and quiet so he can, read this book, and it's obviously hilarity ensues. He just, everywhere he goes, loud stuff happens, and he's like, Dad, he goes home, he's like, Dad, I just want to read this book that I just got, whatever. And Martin's just sitting there, his dad just, like, kind of twiddling his thumbs, and he looks over, and he sees the book, and he goes, thick. And it's just so... It's hilarious to begin with, because he's, like, so uninterested in the book, but he just wants to be annoying, because that's what dads have to do. But then to take it into context also and be like, thick. Like, yeah. Anyway, Fraiser's hilarious. I'm on season 2, I think, and,
I've heard like 50,000.
I think there's like 8 or 9. But, like, I've had so many moments. I like, rarely ever laugh out loud at stuff. I find many things funny when I'm watching shows. I find real life stuff hilarious. Like, if you're hanging with friends or whatever, like, really stupid stuff can happen. And it's hilarious. But, like, I could even watch, like, a really good episode of Seinfeld and not be like, huh, hey! You know, whatever. If anyone gets that reference, you are a king among men. And I'll explain it for the newbies out there. There's like a laugh track
for the Zoomers out there.
For the Zoomers, there's a laugh track which I think they still use on shows. When you're supposed to laugh, they laugh. Anyway, and there's a laugh track where there's just like on many shows where there's this one guy, instead of laughing when there's a big laugh track, he goes, huh, hey, and it's like completely random. I don't know, like it's like some episodes of Seinfeld, it's some episodes of, like, King of Queens.
But whenever it happens, it is so obvious. What is this guy doing? He's, like, broken.
Yeah, he legitimately is. And I have to kill him, so that's cool. Give me. Gibbs. It's funny, because I thought for years and years, I was like, oh, Fraiser's gonna be, like, one of those shows where it's, like
the fart-sniffing show.
Yeah, too smart for its own good. But really, all it is Fraiser, like, thinking he's kind of smart and then just doing really stupid things. Or like overthinking something and making it stupid. And it's like, it's really not that highbrow. Like, it's funny, but it's not like, oh yeah, Niles coins. Alright. Oh, okay.
Talk about the complete opposite. A show that I was going into expecting to like, and then I ended up not liking it at all, is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, really? Even the early seasons?
Yeah.
That's a shame. I don't know.
I guess just the humor.
You don't really have to watch every season to, like, get it. But there is one season that's specifically about a Seinfeld reunion, and it's really good. It's meta. Yeah. So like they do the reunion in the reunion in the show kind of thing.
I guess it's just the type of humor, and like obviously everything is not like they have like a general premise, but it's not like scripted. But it's like the general thing is just like getting into a really awkward, like cringy situation, and like I don't know. There's something about it that kind of makes my skin crawl. I should give it another try.
Cringe is tough. There's certain episodes of the U.S. Office that are like hard to rewatch because they're so cringe that you're like,
that's how I feel.
Michael, please.
That's how I feel every single second watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, it makes sense. Did you? How far did you get into it?
I probably only watched one season.
It might be season 1. Did you get to the one where I think it's Larry's agent Jeff? His parents are like these old Jewish people, and back in the day, like this was like 1999, so they literally were around for like the Holocaust. And Larry makes like a Hitler joke, and they're like, "What? What is this? What is that?" And it's like just so. And he's like Jewish himself, so it's one of those things where you're like, whatever. But it's like, hey, at least I'm not like Hitler, huh? And it's like, oh.
It's been a couple years since I watched the first season, to be honest, but I do kind of remember that episode. And I'm not saying that I never laughed or like smiled and stuff.
Bam, 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 bam. I just love how much Larry screws up with Jeff's wife, the black-haired lady that's like super mean. I just love how even if he tries, he like just completely messes up all the time.
I remember that being something I didn't like, but I don't know.
I mean, she's insufferable, but you also like sometimes feel for her. It's mostly his friends are mostly the reason to watch. I forget what his name is, but the tall, skinny guy who like has a really raspy voice is hilarious. I forget what he goes by on the show.
I think the major difference is that, like, for Seinfeld, I love Seinfeld so much because the characters are obviously, like, not good people, and they get into, like, those similar, like, type of situations. But I guess just the pacing and the jokes and just the personalities at this point that I like so much better in Seinfeld.
I was hoping not to use that, but I can. I'll be fine. Yeah, no, I get it. I get that.
And Curb Your Enthusiasm, like every episode's like an hour, right? So sometimes I felt like the pacing was really slow. And if there was like a situation that like I could like barely watch, it would just go on for 5 more minutes. I'd be like, God, this is torture.
I think that's the point, unfortunately. Yeah. No, absolutely. I think the greatest part, like, there are a lot of, like, I am definitely a person who's in for, I like having conversation about, like, thing A or thing B, like, better or worse. But when people are like, Friends is better than Seinfeld, I'm like, actually, midwit.
Not even close.
Not even close.
But I think the big
Could
difference...
you have more of a wrong opinion? That's a Friends reference, by the way.
Was a gladiator, and I have no
Oh my God,
Rygar. Of my father or mother. I do not even know my true name.
No, it can't be. Perhaps it is. Yes, your true name is...
My true name?
There's no reason for her to leave from this scene. It's
I
not
think
like
they both
she
had
was
like the same hand tattoo or something.
Yeah, but like when I watched that the first time, I was like, "Are you kidding?" Like, it'd be different if it was like, "Oh, I need to leave," or she said, "But it's like your true name is," leaves. Not she gets killed. Not
No.
something happens. Just like your true name.
That Maxwell curse.
That Maxwell curse is. All right, this part's really cool. So we go through this a little bit, and then we get to do some backtracking to my favorite and most beautiful area. Ooh, oh dang it! When I don't need it, most beautiful area in this game. Yeah, whatever. Just in case. I've been doing pretty good so far. Have I died on this playthrough yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we're good so far.